Hello everyone again. Welcome to another edition of our Quizathon winner interviews, and with me is a face you should have already known by now, Daniel Adesanya, who was a returning winner on Quizathon series, and it was second in Quizathon 1.0 and is now our overall winner for Quizathon 2.0. You already know how we roll, so I'm going to play a game as an icebreaker before we start the questions and getting feedback from you. Last time you played rock, paper, scissors and you won. So now I'm going to play the numbers game. Hopefully this time I win. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
7, 8.
8.
7, 8.
8.
No. I won. So I said 7, 8. I was say 6, 7, 8 because I'm going back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I'm 1. Like I said, I was going to lose now. And I did. Okay, so now my question. What was it like having to, do Quizathon 2.0? How would you compare it to Quizathon 1.0? That's my very first question.
I said Quizathon 2.0, like, you work 10 times 10 efforts or more than 1.0. Because after 1.0, I saw the amount of people registering for 2.0 and how, because 1.0 were just, I think, 6,000 plus people, but now over 59,000 plus people. So I know that, okay, it requires much effort on my side, and also opportunity to be on IT that time, so I had much time to prepare. I was not in section, so it required more effort, than 1.0.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, since you're already very familiar with the platform, I'm going to ask you the usual question of how did you hear about the Quizathon and all of those things. From your experience with distinction over time, what is your favorite new feature on the platform?
Okay, new feature is the AI tutor. Yeah, so the AI tutor, this is what I can say is my favorite new feature because of it works just like ChatGPT, but now it has a structured pattern. It's not just giving you from different sources, giving from a particular curriculum. So if, for example, I'm taught something in my class and I don't understand it, a theoretical course, I can just go to the AI tutor, put in, okay, please explain this to me, and to give you an answer, and it makes it easier for you to respond next time the lecturer teaches something like that.
That's very wonderful. That's amazing. As you know, our third place winner is from your school. So I wanted to ask, I didn't ask you though, but I wanted to ask you, did you guys work together? Are you friends? Was there a strategy that you guys did? Or you met him after we had announced our winners?
Okay, I met him after we had announced our winners, but I knew of him actually through his friend, Elijah. Elijah reached out to me before the Quizathon on LinkedIn. So, and he told me that, he asked me some questions and I believed that, okay, then I knew that, okay, after there was a particular mock we did, then I saw his name and I saw Elijah also like commenting that he knows him, so I knew that, okay, they were friends, and so I knew his friend by the name.
Great, great, great. So that's fantastic. I love that the mutual relationship and the level of adoption of distinction on in school in UI. So I would also like to get what would you say to other students, considering that you've been using distinction here? How has this impacted your studies, academics, and also what would you say to students that are either too scared to join or are skeptical on whether or not distinction can help them and also help their academics?
Okay, so I believe I like taking things from God aspect here, and I'll use that to analyze this. So, for example, we human beings, we don't have it of our own. So I'll say distinction is like a help to students now who tend to feel that, okay, if they don't understand something in class, that is all. But now distinction has provisions for different measures of how to understand, how to learn something. I'll say education or learning is like an onion. Every day it gets deeper and deeper. But this Quizathon has brought such a way that you can easily adapt deep into learning without stress, just from the comfort of your phone, instead of searching for videos, reels and all. Just go to the platform, search for things you don't understand, write some things down, go to class, ask questions from lecturers, and I believe that you will understand it better.
Fantastic, lovely. So thank you so much for that. Before I ask my final question, I'm giving you an opportunity to ask me 3 questions, okay? 3 questions that you want to ask me, then I'll ask you my final question, and then we'll call it a wrap. So what are your 3 questions?
Okay, so this on first question I'll ask is as regards the platform, because I observed that the platform now, it has not just university, but it has polytechnic and college education. I want to ask, is there a plan now this year or maybe nearest future of it extending all over the world, not just Nigeria, but a world global thing?
Curriculum, fantastic. That's a very good question. All right. When we started Distinction as a platform, as you know, also with the NUC curriculum, we were very domiciled with just universities. And we recently just expanded to polytechnics and college of education. And because Distinction is a brainchild of Flexisaf, and we are we're a quality first organization. So we wanted to make sure that we had perfected, Nigerian universities before we moved the same strategies to polytechnics and then college of education. This same question that you asked me, I got a couple of emails, one from somebody in Egypt and another from somebody in Rwanda. Both students trying to ask what decisions are going to come to their country. So please, just watch out for us. We'll be there. We'll be in the country very, very shortly. Hopefully before the end of this year or maybe by next year. And the goal is, because the way the platform is, it is very curriculum centered. If it was just like Google, for example, anybody can access it because it is open source. But our curriculum and our content is very curriculum based. So it means if I'm going to Ghana, I have to go to the Ministry of Education in Ghana, get their curriculum, and make sure that students are able to get the best possible value from the platform. But we're going to get there very soon. So that's a very good question. So question 2.
Okay, so question. Thank you. So question 2, I would just like to ask, for people like us that are reading our final year and will be leaving very soon, I want to ask, is there any provision of maybe, for example, if this platform can extend, maybe for those that want to do their masters or PhDs open to, so that we know that after this opportunity it can help us even
beyond the undergraduate. That's also another very good question. So in our roadmap, one of the things about actually prioritizing before masters, we're looking at employability. So one of the things that we're working on in terms of partnerships, we're trying to partner with organizations that are very employability focused. So what that means is, for people like you who are already in your final year and graduating, or looking at things that you need for the workplace, being able to work with work tools, when you know what field you want to work on, the tools that the software you're going to be using to work, how to interview better, how to put together your resume. There's this there's this, misconception that people have that students that are book smart don't tend to be work smart. And we're trying to bridge that gap, right? So ensure that not only are students on Distinction academically sound, but they are also very well prepared and well cooked even for the workplace. So we have people that are employable and employment ready. So that's the next roadmap, from NUC, MBT, which is the universities, polytechnics, colleges of education, employability, going outside of Nigeria, then we'll now consider, those guys in postgraduates, except if, the writers and petitioners to do something, prioritize them. But for now, that's the major thing we're focusing on. So now your last question.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Yeah. So the last question, just also talking about final year. So in final year, we do researches and as regards research projects and all. So I want to ask, is there going to be a new, I'm just asking in advance for people like me that also have final year that it can be of help to hear. So is there like a provision of a new feature on the platform that can help us, for example, we have a research topic now that can help us look for different researches that we made on it and make our final year project easier.
Yeah. That's one aspect that I would say we haven't explored. Now that you've mentioned it, let's see what we can do. Those are very nice questions. Very good. Now it makes my last question seem like a joke, but I'm still going to ask it anyways. So my last question is, from your experience between 1.0, describe it in one word, and then Quizathon 2.0, describe it in one word, then the Distinction platform in itself, describe it in one word.
Okay, my experience, I won't put it like experience, I'll just put like what's 1.0, I'll just put like the future 1.0 that helped me, and the same thing that helped me 2.0 is the God factor. Yeah, don't underestimate this factor. That's what makes me who I am. I have nothing without the God factor yet. So that I'll say God factor 1.0, then 2.0, God's help. Yeah, I'll just put it like that. Then my experience with this distinction platform has been quite helpful. Yeah, it helped me doing my 400 level first semester before my internship. Yeah, because doing my 400 level first semester, it was kind of tedious for us and all. But with the motivation of, okay, there is a competition coming, so it helped me to even strive, because I know that even in that competition there is more strength needed. So for my 400 first semester, I know that, okay, if I can scale through this, then that will be also a walkover. So I'll say my experience has been amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Wonderful. So before we round up, what would you say? Okay, you already spoke to students. I would like you to say 3 things that you like, your 3 favorite things about Distinction platform, and then 1 thing that you'd like to see. Yes, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, so my 3 favorite things about Distinction platform is that it's a platform that brings a lot of people all over the country together. So for example, we don't know each other before, but because of the Decision platform, which they created a Telegram group for, because I do see their discussion, though I don't really send a message, but I do see their discussions and all. Like, I don't know it before, but on the platform we can meet, and later in life we can also meet. You know that we met through the platform, so it brings a lot of people together. Then the second thing is the advanced future, yeah, the AI tutor. I so much love it, because if I don't know something, I can. So far I have that AI tutor, then I can know plenty things, a lot of things, just from the comfort of my room. Then the third thing is the competition. Yeah, the competition. Competition helps you to become better. So things that you think you cannot do, when you see something of competition, it tends to achieve it. Yeah, so those are the 3 things that are amazing about the platform. Yeah.
Lovely. So now you heard it from the horse's mouth. You didn't come with your previous award, but I would just, show this to everyone. This could be you. We would love to have you in my couch same time later this year, because this was from 2024, our 2024 overall Quizathon winner. We have one coming up in the month of September. So please, 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 please. Now it's not just for university undergraduates. If you're an undergraduate student in Nigeria, period, Polytechnic, University, College of Education, Polytechnic, please come on board. We would love to have you. Like he said, not only are we helping students to learn and not get better grades in school, we are very community focused, which is where we have a Telegram group for students to have conversations with each other, and also to learn, practice, compete, and earn. So you learn, you compete, and you earn. www.distinction.app is a platform for you, and hopefully see you same time, same platform in 2025. Bye everyone. Say bye.
Bye.